In this video, we are going to see how to create a testng XML. In the previous video, we have seen how to set up a testng and how you can write a test. Now I am going to create a more test cases. Have a 3 test cases now. Let me name it as test 2, test 3, and this is a test 1. I have a 3 test cases. Okay, and now if I run this, you right click, run as a testng test, and you can see there are 3 test cases are executed and are successful, are passed. Now to create a testng XML file, either you can just give a right click on the project, click testng, convert to a testng. It will display your testng XML structure here, and you can see there is a one class. You have the test cases, the test methods which annotated with @test. So your class is added here. You don't need to add manually. When you give a right click and convert to a testng, automatically all the classes which are having @test annotated methods, they will be added by default, and click finish. See, now you can find a testng.xml file is created here. Open the testng XML. See, you can see by default the thread count will be 5, and the name of the test is defined as a test, and this is your suite. If you look at the structure of the XML, it consists of a suite, and then the next level, the lower level, test and classes, and then you have added all your classes inside the classes attribute. Okay, this is the structure of the testng XML: suite, test, classes, and you would add a methods. Okay, let's run this testng XML and see will are we going to get the same output like when you run from the class or not. Click run, select testng suite, click OK. So you get the same output, but when you are running it from the testng XML, you are seeing the report. See, you can go to file, test, summary. You can see the test name, the time, how many seconds it took to execute, how many classes, one class, and method count 3. This is the report, the testng report. Let's go to a console for now. See, this is my first test using testng, second test, and third test. All the 3 tests are successfully executed, which is same as previously when you run from the class. Okay, this is how you create a testng XML. The other option, if you want to create a testng XML for this specific package, again you can do convert to testng. It's the same will be displayed, but there won't be any difference at the moment. If you have multiple packages or define the multiple classes, you would be seeing some difference. In such a way, let me cancel this. Let me create another package. This is my another package. I'm going to create a testng class inside that. This is a test2. Okay, let me copy all of these. Okay, I just rename all the methods for our reference. This is my fourth test, fifth, and sixth test case. if I give a right click on this particular package, convert to testng, see, now you are seeing only that classes inside the package are added into the testng XML. Whereas if you go and give a right click on the project, go to testng and convert to a testng, you can see the two classes are added here. Okay, that is the difference. When you want to add all the test methods, all the test methods which are annotated with @test annotation, you give a right click on the project. Otherwise, if you want to add a few classes which are under a specific package, give a right click on the package level, convert to a testng, and you can create your testng XML. Thanks for watching this video.